Namaskar. Good morning, dear students. Today's date is 18th May 2020. As you know, we are learning chapter 5's grammar and writing portion. In our previous video class, we learned subordinating conjunctions. What are the subordinating conjunctions? Subordinating conjunction join one clause to another and which it depends for its full meaning. Means a subordinating conjunction is the conjunction which is used to join main clause and a subordinate clause. Subordinate means which is lesser in meaning, right? A sentence makes complete sense only when the main clause is combined with a subordinate clause, like Sid found his water bottle where he had left it earlier. Then we learned the subordinating conjunctions used to introducing the noun clause and subordinating conjunctions used to introduce adverb clauses. This is what we learned in our previous video class. Now today we are going to learn about writing, paragraph writing. And one more thing also, we learn vocabulary synonyms, right? So I hope that you have completed your homework and everything. Now let's be ready with your pen and notebook also. If you find that something is important to note down, you can note it down in your notebook. As you are knowing that we are learning writing of chapter 5, paragraph writing. In this form, we need to take care of few things. Do you know paragraph writing is a skill? In paragraph writing, you can give very big information in a beautiful, effective manner by using small sentences and limited words. So, to write a paragraph is a skill, and if we want to write paragraphs effectively and in a good manner, we learn to practice more for it. So here I have some points how we can improve our skill of paragraph writing. Paragraph needs to have topic sentences, right? Means while if you have read out the first paragraph of our textbook, we will go through it. Just listen first what are the things which are necessary for writing a good paragraph. First, a paragraph needs to have topic sentences. It is a uses of organizing and expressing the main idea of the paragraph. Means we need to collect the information which is very important in organizing our thoughts logically, effectively, and to conclude, to provide the main theme of the content to the reader in a very short way. It answers questions like why, how, or where. It has supporting sentence or relevant details. It can prove, explain, or describe something. Now topic sentences. First part which is very important in a paragraph writing is topic sentences. The main or topic sentence introduces the main idea of the paragraph. It is usually but not always the first sentence of the paragraph. Means the topic sentence is the first sentence of the paragraph which gives us or defines us the paragraph's main idea. A complete sentence that expresses the main idea of a paragraph. What is the characteristic of this sentence? First, answers questions like why, how, or where. Then, has supporting sentence or relevant details. 3. Can prove, explain, or describe something. A topic sentence is a complete sentence that expresses the central idea of a paragraph. The first sentence of every paragraph should be indented to show where the paragraph begins, right? This is what we are going to learn. The first sentence of the paragraph should be the correct beginning of the paragraph and it is able to answer the question why, how and where. Now, supporting sentence. Second, number 2, supporting sentences. Supporting sentences follow a topic sentence in a paragraph. Supporting sentences contains details that help to describe or explain the main idea of the paragraph. Supporting sentences should lift the content and flow of a paragraph, right? Means supporting sentence is the group of sentences which explains the main theme of the paragraph in the second para or in the second form. Now third one, a concluding sentence or conclusion sentence. It indicates that you bringing closure to the paragraph. It should not include any information that was not discussed in the paragraph. Means the closing sentence is having the entire brief history of the starting and the supporting sentence of paragraph. One more time, the main or the topic sentence introduces the main idea of the paragraph. It is usually but not always the first sentence of the paragraph. Then second, the supporting sentence gives details to support and develop the main idea. Now third one, the closing sentence restates the main idea of the paragraph. This is what we learned about paragraph writing. Now let's see with the examples of textbook. I don't have textbook with me, so I have copied the content of textbook in my notebook. We can see through the notebook. Alright. Now let's see from notebook. Read this paragraph, identify the topic sentence, the supporting sentences and closing sentence. Tanaji Malusare was one of Shivaji's oldest and dearest friends. The king trusted Tanaji to accomplish things that he felt were too difficult for other people. Just having Tanaji in the room seemed to help the king relax. The king's trust was so deep that he did not even ask Tanaji to explain his plan, but gave him permission to go ahead and do it. Tanaji's death came as a great blow to the king, and he honored his friend with a memorial that expressed his affection and respect for him. This paragraph we have as exercise 1 in our textbook. Now let's see how we divided it in the topic sentence, supporting sentences and closing sentence. Topic sentence: Tanaji Malusare was one of Shivaji's oldest and dearest friends. Now from this sentence we are going to know that the main theme or main idea of the topic of the paragraph. Tanaji Malusare is the main theme of the topic, okay, of the paragraph. Means from this sentence we are going to know that Tanaji Malusare's information is given here in the paragraph. That's why this sentence is the topic sentence of the paragraph. Why? Because it is answering the question what, how and why. Okay, now supporting sentence. The king trusted Tanaji to accomplish things that he felt were too difficult for other people. Just having Tanaji in the room seemed to help the king relax. The king's trust was so deep that he did not even ask Tanaji to explain his plan, but gave him permission to go ahead and do it. As you listen these all sentences carefully, these sentences are showing us why did the king trust Tanaji very much. Okay, these sentences are expressing or explaining us the relation of Tanaji and Shivaji Maharaj, right? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was trusting Tanaji just because he was the oldest and dearest friend of himself. And Tanaji Malusare was very honest man, right? So these all are the sentences which support the first topic sentence. Now closing sentence. Tanaji's death came as a great blow to the king, and he honored his friends with a memorial that expressed his affection and respect for him. Okay, so this is how we divided this paragraph. We made the three parts of the paragraph as topic sentence because this sentence is giving us information about Tanaji Malusare, right? Then supporting sentences. These all sentences are supporting the first statement of the sentence, and closing sentence giving us information and closing the whole information of Tanaji Malusare with a great effective order of sentences, right? Now let's see question B. Write a paragraph on someone you admire. Admire means respect a lot or love a lot, a great deal. Remember to focus on the main idea of the paragraph and write sentences that express the meaning clearly. Here you can begin like this. The person I admire most is Sachin Tendulkar. The god of cricket is the India's greatest batsman ever. Here, as we know, topic sentence. In this example also, first star is the topic sentence. Why? Because I am giving you the information of the person to whom I feel respectful and proud. Okay. So Sachin Tendulkar is the god of cricket and he is India's greatest batsman ever. So this sentence is sufficient to clear the information of topic of the sentence, right? That's why this sentence is the topic of the sentence, right? Now see the paragraph second, means star number second, the supporting sentences. He is a true inspiration, right? Why he is the India's greatest batsman ever? This question's answer we are going to get in this para. He is a true inspiration. He failed in 10th grade but never on the cricket ground. He is one who is or adored by everyone in India, but even the whole world. It has become 5 years of his retirement, but he and his fame are eternal. Sachin is not only a cricketer but also an author. He wrote his biography, his life with cricket in a book, Playing It My Way. He won the hearts of millions, and that resulted in the biopic Sachin A Billion Dreams. Okay, this is whole information of Sachin which is supporting the first statement of ourselves. What is our first statement? Starting or the topic sentence, Sachin Tendulkar is the most admiring person of India. Okay, and why? He is the god of cricket, right? This one is the topic sentence which is supported by these sentences in the second paragraph. Now closing sentence. Sachin is the man of centuries. He is a true inspiration, right? So this means Sachin Tendulkar's closing. We are closing the information of Sachin by saying that Sachin is the man of centuries. Why? Because this paragraph is showing us the hard work, the efforts and the determination towards Sachin Tendulkar towards cricket. He is a true inspiration. Why Sachin Tendulkar is a true inspiration? Because he failed in 10th grade but not on the cricket ground. Means though he had not gotten the success, okay, in studies, but still he had practiced a lot, and with his efforts he became the god of the cricket, right? So first topic sentence, then supporting sentences, and third one is closing sentences. That's how we learn how to write a paragraph with question B's help, and we learned how to define the topic sentence, the supporting sentences and the closing sentences in the given paragraph. For this, we need to practice these three things. What are the three things? A paragraph can be divided into three parts. First one, the main or topic sentence introduces the main idea of the paragraph. It is usually but not always the first sentence of the paragraph. Second, the supporting sentences give details to support and develop the main idea. Third, the closing sentences restates the main idea of the paragraph. Okay, these 3 points are very important to keep in mind. With these 3 points, we can do this one and this one in very better manner, right? Okay, thank you. Now, it's a time of recapitulation. As you know, today we learned how to write a paragraph. Again, I am going to give you the hints which are important to write a paragraph. First 3 things are main. The main or the topic sentence. The topic sentence introduces the main idea of the paragraph. It is usually but not always the first sentence of the paragraph, and the topic sentence should answer the question why, how and where. Right, it is having the detailed information of the topic of the paragraph. Then second, supporting sentences. Supporting sentences gives us details to support and to develop the main idea or the main sentence. Supporting sentences should consider or should explain the main thought of the paragraph with the logical order and effectiveness. Third one, the closing sentence restates the main idea of the paragraph. And the closing sentence should not contain the information which is not explained or expressed in the logical order of paragraph. Right, this is what we learned today from paragraph writing. What is your today's homework? Today you have to copy question A's answer which I am providing you in PDF. Question A and question B of chapter 5's writing in your fair notebook grammar part. Okay, again I am repeating. You have to solve or copy question A and B of chapter 5's writing in your notebook grammar part. Thank you.